Good morning, class 7. Today we are going to do chapter number 3, decimals, exercise 3.3. Question number 1a. Okay, so here we have to divide 142.8, divide 10. So whenever we are dividing with 10, 100 or 1000, just we have to move the decimal. Decimal, whenever we are dividing, move it to the left hand side. Okay, when we are multiplying, move it to the right hand side. So here we are dividing, so it will be moved to the left hand side. So because 10 is there, so it will be moved one places. So the answer is 14.28. Now divide by 100, so it will be moved to two places. So the answer will become 0.02634. Then if it is divided by 1000, it will be moved three places. So 1, 2, 3, there is no number, so 0.01936. Okay, now next question is we have to divide 3.675 divided by 7. So we'll write it normally like we do. Then because there is a decimal and 3 is less than 7, so we'll take 6 also. So whenever we have to take the two numbers, in between there is a decimal, so we'll put the decimal first here in the quotient. So it will be 0. Then 7 5s are 35, 1 is left. Then 7, 17, so 7 2s are 14. Like we normally do division. Then 7 5s are 35. Okay. Next is 7.17 divided by 0.2. So whenever both has the decimal, so you have to remove the decimal sign from the divisor. How to just remove it? Multiply the whole statement with 10. So if this is multiplied to 10, because there is only one number after the decimals, that's why we are multiplying with 10. So this will also move one place and this will also move one place. So it will become 71.7 and this will become 2. Now 2 divide 71.7. Now it is easy to do. We know the table of 2. So 2 3s are 6, 11, 2 5s are 10. Because there is a decimal, so we'll put the decimal over here. Then 2 8s are 16. Then 1 again, 2 5s are 10. So we have got the answer 35.85. Next question is a problem sum. Here we have to find the other number when one number is given and the product is given. So whenever the product is given, we'll write it like this. Let the number be x. So x is equals to, this number will come over here. So here it is multiplied, so it will be divided over here. So it will become 338.604 divided by 16.24. Because again here in the divisor part there is decimal, so we'll multiply the whole with 100 and 100. So by multiplying we are removing the decimal from this denominator part. So here now there is no decimal, it has become 1624 and this has become 33A60.4. Okay, it will move two places on the right hand side whenever we are multiplying with 100. After that, divide normally. 1624, 2s are 3248. Then 1624, because we have taken again here 0, we have taken directly, so that's why we'll write that 0 over here, because there is a decimal, so we'll put the decimal. After that 8s are, then 5s are. Okay, so yeah, other number is 20.85. Then question number 6. Each side of a regular polygon is given and perimeter of the polygon is given. We have to find the number of sides of the polygon. So number of the sides will be perimeter divided by each side. So perimeter divided by each side, again because there is a decimal in the denominator, we multiply with 10. Okay, so it will become 464 divided by 58. Now normally we do the division, we'll do the division and we'll get the answer, that is 8 sides. Now consumption of oil in 7 days is given in question number 8. Okay, consumption of oil in 1 day we have to find it out. So divided by 7, that is equals to 15.25 we have got by division. Again you can divide normally. This division is very simple. Just wherever there is a decimal, we have to put the decimal in the quotient part. That's it. No difference than the normal division that we do. Okay, and if there is a decimal in the denominator part, then we have to multiply it however numbers like 10, 100, 1000 according to how many decimal places are there. If there are two numbers, there is one number, then we'll multiply with 10. If there are more than one number, like 2 numbers, 3 numbers, then we have to multiply with 100 or 1000. Now next question is question number 10. Here distance traveled is given, time taken is given, we have to find the speed. So as we know, speed is equals to distance upon time. So distance upon time we'll do, again multiply by 10 and 10. So it will become 10617.5 divided by 155. So normally like we do division, we'll divide it, we get the answer 68.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, students, unit is very important. Always remember to write the units in your answer. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.